Hi there, LEGO fans and library lovers. It's me, Blair Archer, welcoming you into the BRIX LEGO studio for another exciting exploration of LEGO elements. Let's take a look inside the ideas head and see what we're going to be working on today. Oh, what's this? Why, of course, it's a lovely LEGO flower. Because spring has finally sprung. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining. Let's take a look at some ways that you can build brick-built flowers and use a variety of LEGO foliage to bring springtime into your LEGO scenery. Come on, join me over at the building desk. Alright, just like Mother Nature, we've got lots of ground to cover. So let's dig in. We're going to start by taking a look at various flowers found throughout the LEGO system. As you can see, flowers come in many different varieties. From some of the most classic style flowers that have been around for many years, through updated models, all the way to newer molded elements that represent a variety of different kinds of petal and plant variations. When you're looking at most flowers in the LEGO system, you see that they have a small hair accessory sized hole in them. This allows you to put them on stems and create floral arrangements. A classic piece for doing so is the grass piece. This grass piece has the little stems on each little sprout, and you can place your different flowers on top of that. When you're putting them on, you can choose to put them this direction with the stud facing up, or with the anti-stud facing up. This allows you to add more elements onto the end as you choose. If you go with the stud facing up, you could add a secondary color simply by placing a 1x1 round plate on there. This way you can come up with many different color variations and combinations to make it look like realistic flowers or anything from your imagination. If you were to go the other direction, using the anti-stud facing up, you can create things that look totally different. Using these cones in an inverted way, we make what looks like some maybe tulips blossoming. You can also place other things on the end, like these little buttercups. I made these by removing the switch or gear shift element and placing the base over the plant stem. The stem pieces have changed a bunch, and now we have some other varieties as well, like this 6 stem piece. And these 3 stem pieces, which are stackable. They have a hole that is LEGO bar size in the middle and allows you to stack as many as you like on top of each other. This can be useful for making plants that have many flowers on them, bushes, or even inverting them to make little trees. The newer pieces that came out in the LEGO Friends line give you a variety of different shapes that can emulate different kinds of flowers, like roses, daisies, and all kinds of different things. There are also hair accessory pieces that you can use to create flowers, like this pinwheel piece. You simply have to put them inside the little inkwell part before applying them to the end of your flower. When you're arranging your plants in the garden, you can use both the studs themselves or the space between the studs in order to create neat little rows or an arrangement as they move throughout your landscaping. You can also place pieces inside the green flower shape element in order to create a new plant piece altogether. Like this feather from a knight's hat in dark green makes a great little piece of foliage to add to your arrangement. And here, something you might not know is that these cool spiky bionicle tail pieces, you can put a rose or a flower right on the end, and they make an excellent rose bush shape with all those thorny pieces sticking off the sides. You can look to other parts that weren't meant to be flowers as well, like ice cream and cupcake toppers, in order to create new flower varieties for yourself. And don't forget just regular plants sprouting up as spring comes into full bloom. You can use green elements to provide some awesome variety for the plants in between where your flowers might be growing. The new 3-leaf elements are great for putting some new shapes into your garden or into your forest, and they're starting to pop up in some really exciting new colors as well. As we move up in size, here are some great pieces that you can use to add more variety as well. Different kinds of plant bases that you can put flowers on top of, or build bushes or other trees or small shrubbery around. One of the classics is this piece, which is often used to make bamboo. You can use them individually or stack them like this, and it even creates a nice bamboo-like texture with the break between the center pieces. If you happen to have that element, you might notice that it can be kind of fragile. So, if you do happen to get one that breaks off like this, don't fret. It can still be used to create variety in your bamboo stock or plants in your garden, but also, if you save this little leaf element, when it breaks off, the stem is actually the same size as a Lego hair accessory, so you can use it in your minifig hair or simply place it in the middle of one of your flower elements, and you have a nice blade of grass. Here's a cool example of how you can use the seaweed elements by adding those 3 leaf pieces that have the hole through them, and sliding them down. I added some carrots and cones to create some paintbrush-like flowers blossoming out of the top. We also have some classic flowers that have been around in the Lego system for a long, long time, and an underwater bush piece This underwater bush piece can be used to make all kinds of very interesting things, including rocket blasts, fire, and wonderful flower blossoms. Some other fun varieties we have, like these sprouts, vines, and multi-prong pieces, can give you some really unusual flower shapes. These multi-prong tops, they're originally from the Pirates theme, and they were on the top of these palm trees, allowing you to build the top of your palm tree leaves out in every direction. They can be really useful when you're building a plant, as they give you the ability to slide multiple leaf elements onto the edges and build in an outward facing pattern. One of my favorite pieces for that is this cool brown piece, which also has the prongs coming off the side. I like these because if you take a few of them, you can stack them inside each other like so and create an awesome bush as they grow vertically. What's great about using some of these pieces in new and unusual ways is that a lot of the plant elements are soft plastic, so they're kind of bendable. You can bend the rules of Lego a little bit to achieve your desired effect. Here's another great example of using an unusual and not technically connected technique in order to create a small bouquet. I took 4 of these rod elements with flowers on the end and place them inside this small Lego tire. Now I have a little bouquet that I can put on my Lego table in a dining room or as a gift between Lego friends. Some people even save the sprues that come from this Lego element and cut them open and use them to create vines wrapping around their buildings or in their jungle scenes. What a great way to reuse an awesome piece of leftover Lego plastic. If you turn back the clock a little bit to the late 90s and early 2000s, there was even a Lego theme called Clickets that was a jewelry and wearable making theme which incorporated some amazing Lego flower shapes. These pieces you can combine with Lego by snapping them into the anti-stud at the bottom of a flower and then placing it onto your flower stem. As you can see, they had flower designs in all kinds of shapes and colors, and they can add some incredible variety to your Lego landscaping. Lego is still introducing awesome new elements to bring some amazing variety to our ensemble of Lego flowers, like coral pieces, and even these felted elements from the Lego Trolls line. This one specifically is a flower, and they build these up by placing a brick straight through the center and then topping it off with these silly printed tiles. Looking at going larger, let's take a peek at one of the recent poly bags from Lego. This awesome flower is built using some snot bricks, or studs not on top, in a square formation like so. These are a newer element which is similar to a Travis brick, which has studs on all sides, but they are only on 2 corners. That allows us to go around and create a almost circle-like arrangement of petals as they attach to the sides. This new piece is really useful because previously you would have had big gaps between your snot-built elements as you went around. One of my favorite pieces for building flowers is this element. It's an octagon, and it allows us, with all these bar connections, to add clips to each side and bend our petals into various formations. Here are a couple flowers I built using this technique. You can see on the back that I've used 1x1 clips connected to the bars and then attaching my petal element. Let's take this one apart here and take a look at how it goes together. So the 1x1 clip attaches to these 1x3 slopes and simply snaps onto the side and then bends up. You can open them up or close them up as you like. And in the middle, I've used a 2x2 dish with a couple of 1x1 round plates to pop into the center to create the middle of the flower. Looks like a pretty nice daisy to me. And when you're done with it, you can stick 1x1 round bricks on the bottom in order to create a nice base. It's fun to look at unusual techniques and in strange places to get inspiration for your flowers as well. I built this rose using a spiral of hinges and wedge plates going around and around and around, and then inverting using some bar elements through the center, these old hinges, and this inverted dome to create the middle of this budding rose. The stem is a really cool old rubbery bionicle piece, as well as some regular leaf elements on the top. These pieces are super cool because you can even build directly onto the sides of them, where they have studs and bar holes. You could put thorns or flowery bits as you see fit. They come in an interesting variety of colors as well. Looking in unusual places can help you find inspiration to build some very strange and wonderful plants. Sometimes even minifig parts can make for some wonderful and alien-looking blossoms, like from Toy Story or the Lego Movie. When you're trying to recreate life-size plants, like this lavender flower I was working on, sometimes it can be tough to find the proper stem. Something you can look to is flex tubing, which is a great rigid but bendable element that you can add to your Lego pieces just like a Lego bar. And you can build green elements around it if you want to change the color of the tubing. For example, 1x1 round plates with open hole could be strung along this in addition to these 3-leaf elements in order to create a very realistic and long Lego plant stem. If you're struggling to find enough quantity or variety of Lego plant elements for your own collection, definitely look to the Pick-a-Brick wall at the Lego store. In addition, right now, Lego has recently launched an awesome botanicals line that includes a bonsai tree and a Lego floral arrangement. Both are incredibly inspirational and fantastic builds that can get you jump-started on creating your own life-size Lego plant projects. Awesome! Well, thanks so much for exploring some of the ways that we can bring springtime into your Lego universe. Whether you're building big or small, remember that these techniques are just an inspiration to help your Lego abilities blossom. And whatever you make, it's going to be amazing. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram page or via Facebook. I'm so happy that you can join me here in the BRIX Lego Studio to continue learning about all these amazing Lego techniques. Until next time, hit those bricks and play well. Bye!